God, the video's gonna start.
Hey guys, this is Awesome513, and this video is going to be my top 7 favorite masked men of all time, masked wrestlers. So let's get started with the video. I don't want to waste your time. You know, you guys need to eat, you guys need to sleep, you guys need to poop, so I'm not going to waste your time. This is going to be quick, simple, and easy. So let's get started. Number 7. Number 7 has to be Octagon. Many of you don't know who Octagon is, but Octagon is a really beast wrestler. He wrestles in Mexico right now. He's wrestling for an organization, Lucha Libre company, by the name of AAA. AAA is a beast wrestling promotion. Guys like Rey Mysterio and Eddie Guerrero have been in that promotion. I think Mystico is never in that promotion. But anyway, Octagon is a pretty beast guy. He's a nice guy too. Every time he came out, he would give candy to the kids like it was Halloween every day. So I was really generous of Octagon to do that before a wrestling match. And this guy's like 40 and he can still do it. Octagon, you deserve to be number 7 on my list. Number 6. Number 6 has to be Blue Demon Jr. Many of you don't know who Blue Demon Jr. is, but Blue Demon Jr. was the first ever Mexican-born NWA World Heavyweight Champion in the history of the NWA professional wrestling. This guy is a beast wrestler. He would not only is he a wrestler, he's a good dancer. Have you guys seen this guy dance? He's a pretty good dancer, and he's a pretty good wrestler. He had a troubled life as a little kid, but now, and he's nice too. He's like Octagon. He gives money to charity to cancer kids. He gave about $600,000, I think, to the cancer hospital, and that was pretty generous, and he's a beast wrestler. William Jr., he deserves to be number 6 on my list. Number 5 has to be Psicosis. Everyone knows who Psicosis is. Many of you don't know that he used to wear a mask. It was like a mask, it had horns and hair, and he painted his whole body, you know, that was Psicosis. Psicosis is beast. He had a lot of great matches with Rey Mysterio and ECW, and once WWE came around, changed from WWF to WWE, he had a tag team with Super Crazy, you know, like, I'm crazy, I'm super crazy, that guy. He had a tag team with him. He had a little feud going on. It wasn't that big, but it was like a little feud. Then he just went away. He went back to Mexico. He went back to wrestling in Mexico. And that guy, as a masked man, was pretty beast. Psicosis, you deserve to be number 5 on my list. Number 4 has to be Mankind. Mankind, everyone knows who Mankind is. Mankind was the freaking hardcorest guy in the whole wrestling industry, in my opinion. It was him and Terry Funk who revolutionized hardcore, who revolutionized Extreme. Mankind is a former WWE champion. This guy may not be the best wrestler, but he's pretty hardcore. He cut half of his ear in a wrestling match. That's legit. Mankind, you deserve to be number 4 on my list. Number 3 is Cara. Many of you are wondering, why Cara? He's only wrestling in WWE for about 4 months. You may not know this, but he has sister in Mexico. In Mexico, he's pretty big. He's almost as big as Hulk Hogan was in professional wrestling in the 80s. That's how big he is. And Mystico is a good wrestler. He's a good talent. He wrestled all over the world, Mexico, USA, Japan, you name it. He wrestled everywhere. He's a pretty good wrestler. Had a lot of great feuds in Mexico. And right now, he's making a name for himself as Cara. Cara, you deserve to be number 3 on my list. Number 2 is Kane. Kane, as a masked wrestler, he was dominant. It was almost as he was the guy who could beat Undertaker's streak. That's how freaking dominant he was. And right now, he is going nowhere, in my opinion. But he's going to be. Because I have high hopes that he's going to return with the mask at WrestleMania to face Undertaker. I have really high hopes for that match. And Kane is legit. Kane, you deserve to be number 2 on my list. Number 1, I'm wearing his mask. You know who this guy is. He's Rey Mysterio. Rey Mysterio is the freaking most legitimate masked wrestler in history of WWE. This guy is so big. He's so big. Right now, he's probably the most famous masked man in WWE. Like, everyone knows who this guy is. He's freaking Rey Mysterio. He's the master of 619. He's a 3-time world champion, 2-time world heavyweight champion, 1-time WWE champion. He's won multiple titles as a tag team. He was tag team champions, Eddie Guerrero, Rob Van Dam, Edge. He was Intercontinental champion. He was Cruiserweight champion. He was, in WCW. He was huge in WCW. He was huge in Mexico. This guy is probably one of the most popular wrestlers of all time. Many people don't really realize it, but he's really popular. He was really big. He was as big as Mexico is right now in Mexico. That's how big he was back up around the 90s when he started wrestling. He started wrestling at the age of 6. He started wrestling at 15 when he started going, you know, like professional wrestling, but he started training at the age of 6. At the age of 6, he started training to be a wrestler. This guy's been wrestling since he was 6 years old. Right now, he's one of the most famous wrestlers of all time. Many people don't realize it, but he's really famous. He wrestles all over Mexico. In Japan, he's really famous. USA, he's really famous. He's famous worldwide. This guy is really huge, and many of you don't realize it, but Rey Mysterio is one of the best of all time. I don't care what you think about Rey Mysterio. He is legit. He wrestles his ass off for you guys. He has a family to think about, and he stays in WWE at the age of 38 to keep on wrestling. This guy's legit. Right now, he's on an injury. He may never wrestle again, but he wants to come back. That's how legit Rey Mysterio is. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. That was my top 7 masked wrestlers of all time. Go subscribe to me. Adios.